Yeah, yeah. Yeah, y'all know who this is. We get ready to go live. We're gonna go hard in the paint. We're gonna wait for at least one or two people to come in here. And if we don't have nobody come in the next 5 minutes, we'll stop. I know a lot of y'all watching football right now, so y'all give me a second. You want to see what's really going on? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about some very very hot and spicy topics today. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so deep, it's just gonna make your brain go pop. Yeah. So y'all come on in, man. We see we got one or two people trying to come in right now. We're gonna get started. Y'all know how I do, man. I really don't be doing these videos to try to get popular, although I know if I was able to do them consistent, I would be probably running one of the mid-level shows on YouTube. But anyway, let's get off into it. Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is. This your boy, Rob Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Oh, yeah, man. Today is a beautiful Sunday here in Shreveport, Louisiana, November the 10th, 2024. And today, boys and girls, we're going to have Sunday school. In this video here, first off, we're going to start out talking about this last election. I wanted to go live on election night, but I, had some things that were going on that didn't allow me to go live. I wasn't able to go live none this week, but we're going live now. And we're going to talk about the backlash of the from this Democratic election. We're gonna also after that we talk about that. We're gonna talk about religion. How is it that every Sunday morning Jesus? Wait a minute. If there's only one God and one Jesus, how come there's 130,000 churches just in America alone? Where's all that money going every Sunday? We know it ain't coming to the real news behind news. But first of all, let me get serious. Hey, if you all new to this channel, man, stay tuned, buckle yourself up because you in for a ride. Because we bring you the real news behind the news. See what y'all gotta realize here in America, we do not get news, we get propaganda. So we're gonna talk about that election. We're also gonna talk about this concept of God. I mean, I sit here and do this, and I bring y'all real knowledge, real truth. And I'm doing it on a Sunday. We're gonna have Sunday school. Let's see how many people, man, gonna hit that like button, that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, please hit that subscribe button, man. Most importantly, everybody that know me know the most important part of any video that I do are the comments. We need your comments to make whatever video I do um, the best video that can be done because it is you all comments that dictate the content of every video I do. Also, y'all see down at the bottom, this like Sunday school. This we finna have church, y'all. We finna have church. We not finna have church. We finna have church. So just like in church, man, a lot of y'all went to church today. I don't knock nobody's religion. I'm just not put like this. I'm a spiritual person. I do believe in the concept of the Most High, but I'm not. I don't subscribe to organized religion because you know why? It's organized religion. They call it organized religion for a reason. So down there, just like Sunday morning, man, y'all went to church. Y'all gave that pastor a little money. Look at the bottom. There's a couple of options you can help support this channel so that we can keep doing videos. Um, but most importantly, hit that like and subscribe, man. Even if you don't like what I'm talking about, leave your comment and tell me why. Now let's get off into it. First of all, I'm going to say this. Well, let me take it off comments. Take it off comments real quick. All right, we're gonna talk about this election first and foremost, and I just want to say, can we all get along? Why is it right now that the Democrats are mad, y'all? I know a lot of my subscribers are probably Democrats, and y'all might not like what I'm going to say, but the truth is what it is. I'm not a Trump supporter, and even in this election, in this election, my candidate, my vote went for Cornel West. I was going to say Cornel Harris. Y'all forgive me. I was going to say Cornel Harris, but my vote went for Cornel West. You had Jill Stein. You had two other people. You had four other people in this election outside Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Why was it we were only told that they was the only two? Most of the 95% of the people in America didn't realize you had four more candidates to vote for. But we're living in a paradigm, a false paradigm right now here in America, where again, we do not get news, we get propaganda. And now that the election is over, man, you got black people mad at other black people because they chose to vote for the candidate who they thought were the best. You got all these crazy people, man. You got a lot of black people sit up here talking about, I'm finna leave America. I'm finna move to Hawaii. And I'm like, ain't Hawaii in America? I'm sitting up here tripping off these Negroes talking about I'm leaving America. I'm tired because y'all wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris. I'm gonna leave America. I'm going to Hawaii. And I'm like, nigga, ain't Hawaii in America? Guess where excuse me, where else are you gonna go that's gonna take you? What other country you gonna go? Because guess what, y'all, whether y'all believe this or not, ain't too many countries on this planet like us here in America because of our so-called exceptionalistic attitude. Don't too many other countries want us in America to immigrate. Ain't one of the, wait, let me ask y'all a question, Democrats. Ain't one of the main reasons why Trump won is because of immigration, and now y'all talk about immigrating to another country? I see the numbers went down as soon as I started talking about the Democrats. See, that's the problem with you Democrats. You all don't want to hear nothing that will maybe raise a level of your consciousness. Y'all want us to sit up here, man, and not vote for a candidate that who could not, I mean, yeah, y'all want us to sit up here and vote for a candidate that couldn't win an election against a fire hydrant. Kamala Harris couldn't beat a fire hydrant, y'all, in any election. Think about it. Let's go back to the last election before this one, when she was running for office and she couldn't even win her home state. She got overwhelmingly beat in her home state. But let me show you the game. First and foremost, if you all want to get mad at anybody, you all should be getting mad at the leaders of the Democratic Party. Let me show the game that was ran on y'all, and most of y'all don't know. I can tell most of y'all really don't even understand politics. Because in her election, the only policies that she spoke about was abortion and transgender. Now let me show you something. How many of you men out there who voted for Kamala Harris are planning on having an abortion? How many of y'all realize that if abortion is the least thing on a person's mind right now? You know what most people in America worried about? That food going up in the grocery store. Do y'all realize your prices are rising on average 50 cents a week due to inflation? But y'all mad at other people because I'm not planning on having no abortion. I know my son, my nephew, ain't none of us planning on having an abortion. So how is that the most important issue? I'm not planning on getting my weenie cut off to become a transgender. I'm not trying to be no transgender. I'm not trying to go up in there and get some breasts. So who in their right mind would say that abortion and transgenderism are the main issues facing Americans right now? Now, what the main issues and the reason why Trump won and you all's candidate lost is because she's pushing agendas on us that we don't really care about. Think about it. In her 4 years as the border czar, yeah, y'all don't want to hear that part. Yeah, they let more people, believe it or not, in these last 4 years, they done let more immigrants come in this country, almost equivalent to the amount of black people that been here for 400 years. Black people been here for 400 years, and we're still only 12% of the population. They let all these people come from Mexico. No, not Mexico. Most of the people that are coming into the country are coming from places like Ukraine. You know why they're coming from Ukraine? Because the Democrats started a whole war in Ukraine. Now the people from Ukraine coming in here getting food stamps, housing, and all these other benefits when a Negro barely can get a high interest student loan. We barely can get any We barely can get anything as black people in America. Everything, most like if you unless you got 800 or 800 credit score, you can't get nothing here in America as black people. But they want us to feel sorry for some people coming way from Honduras, Venezuela, and all these other countries. This is why the Democrats lost. You really know the real game and why y'all should be mad at your Democratic leaders? First of all, let's go back to what's called the Democratic primaries. How many of y'all understand what the Democratic primaries or the Republican primary or race is? In the primaries, you're going to have every candidate who wanted to be a Democrat or who wanted to run for president as a Democrat or Republican. You have a choice now. Out of the seven, just say seven, we're going to use this hypothetical number. Just say you had seven candidates that was running for the Democratic position to be president. Joe Biden won the Democratic primaries. We all knew Joe Biden got the IQ of a toenail. This dude had dementia and all that. But guess what? He won the Democratic primary. How many of you all had a chance in the Democratic primaries to vote for Kamala Harris? Now, you all should be mad at your Democratic leaders because they bamboozled y'all. They hoodwinked you. Yeah, because Kamala Harris was not elected on the Democratic ticket. She was selected because they forced Joe Biden out. Because this man, I'm going to be real, he could not stop pooping on himself. He had dementia. You got to realize this man here represented the United States and he had Alzheimer's. They already knew it. So they ran the game on y'all. They let Joe Biden win the Democratic primary. And then once he won the primary, he was supposed to be the main contender as the Democratic representative for the Democratic side for the election. Guess what they did? They forced him out and gave you Kamala Harris, who did not get one vote in the primary. This is a woman who in the last election in 2020 couldn't even win her own home state. So if y'all want to get mad at anybody, you know who you should be getting mad at? Your Democratic leaders, the donor class, AIPAC, Israel, because Israel has a lot to do with your elections on both sides, Republican and Democrat. You know what most of your candidates get their money from? Israel. Israel control your real president, no matter even with Trump in here in the office right now. Your main group that's gonna benefit from any and everything that happens, even under these 4 years of Trump, is gonna be Israel. Now, to you Republicans, if Donald Trump does not come in office and the first thing that he does is stop the war in Ukraine and the genocide in Palestine, then you all have been bamboozled. Like I say, my vote went for Cornel West, or it would have been for Jill Stein, both of which are not pro-war. Do you all realize here in America, let's get serious. Again, I need you all to leave you all comments. Whether you agree what I say, just make sure that your comments are respectful. Don't get up here trying to cuss nobody out. If somebody make a comment or I say something that you don't like, let's keep it civil, y'all. But do y'all realize the greatest obstacle we're facing right now here in America is war? Remember when Tupac said you got money for war but can't feed the poor? Do y'all realize this in the last 3 years under the Democrats, we have spent more money on war, but yet talking about cutting Social Security here in America. We have in the last 3 years, we have given more money for food stamps and other social programs to illegal immigrants. When I say illegal immigrants, that's people who came across the border. And as soon as they came across the border, they were getting $400-500 a month in food stamps. They were getting thousands of dollars for housing. Niggas here barely could get another stimulus. We can't even get another stimulus check as American citizens. This is why the Democrats lost. It wasn't because black men got tired. Hispanic people who are here legally got tired. White folk got tired. Everybody got tired of immigrants being pushed first before us. Then everybody got tired, you know what I'm saying, of these wars. We're spending $1 trillion a year just on the military industrial complex to support and supply 900 military bases around the world. Let me say that again. Do y'all realize the United States is the only country that has 900 military bases throughout the world on this planet? No other country, not including Russia, not including China, not including Great Britain, not including France, Germany, nobody has more than 3 military bases outside their national sovereign land. The United States got 800 some, almost 900 military bases around the planet. And guess who paid for that? You all. I do. Us as Americans. We're paying for a military industrial complex to make bombs. Remember again when Tupac said you got money for war but can't feed the poor? Why do we have military bases in Africa? Why do we have military? Think about it. Why do we have military bases in Antarctica? Why do we have military bases in places that no American even live or visit? It's because the United States is all about imperialism. And this interview, in this election, people got tired of that. Guess what? If you spending $1 trillion a year just to supply the military bases, then you spending another $500 billion a year to try to make weapons that we are sending to Ukraine. Well, y'all ain't see that piece of meat out there. Come on. That bitch came out my mouth. But anyway. ain't nobody saying nothing about that part. And then, like I said, you got, especially, I'm gonna be real, black women, please don't take this wrong, but you all gotta be some of the craziest motherfuckers on the planet. Because I've seen 5, 6 black women just in the last 24 hours, and this has been going on ever since the election, saying, I'm finna move out of America. I can't stay here no more. I'm finna get me a visa. I'm finna move to Hawaii. You don't even need a visa to move to Hawaii, ma'am. Because Hawaii is a part of the United States. Hawaii is a state in the United States. This is why nobody takes you Democrats serious. How many of you men planning on having abortion? And then to the women who saying our reproductive rights are under threat. Ma'am, have you ever heard of a fucking condom? Have you ever heard of a condom? No. Why should we care about your irresponsibility? To the point you'll go out to the club, get drunk, come back home and lay up with a dude named Jeffro. 9 months later, 6, 7 months, and in some states, do you realize they was allowing abortions up to the ninth month? That means the baby was fully developed in the womb, and they still were allowed to abort this baby. When all you had to do was get a condom from Jump Street. This is why nobody taking the Democrats serious at all. They're telling me my greatest concern should be abortion. Why not? I'm a 54-year-old man who ain't never planned on having a baby because I can't have children. But y'all want to take my reproductive rights away. Yeah, because you are irresponsible, man. You are very irresponsible when all you had to do was have a condom and the baby would not have even conceived. Now you want us to support you when you go and abort a baby. Damn near in full term. This is why the Democrats lost. Also, adding to the point, like I said earlier, they lost also because they gave us Kamala Harris. My baby right there, Big Show. Come here, boy. Come here. Let me show you Big Show. Big Show got enough sense. More sense than y'all. This Big Show right here. Come here. Come here. Come here, little boy. Come here. This Big Show right here. In a lot of cases, animals have more sense than human beings. At least when animals have children, they don't abort them. But y'all want us to get mad. Or y'all getting mad at people who say we don't want this no more. I said all that to say this. No, Democrats, You all need to pick a whole new bunch of leaders because again, they gave you somebody who did not have a platform, who did not have a legitimate agenda as to solving inflation. She talking about we're gonna stop price gouging. How can you stop price gouging when you all are printing money up that's becoming worthless? Because y'all don't even understand that 169 countries just came together under the BRICS coalition to drop your dollar. Your prices, even under Trump, still gonna rise because nobody trusts the American dollar. You want to know why these overseas countries, especially in the Middle East, in Africa, and in Russia, in China, you want to know what happens right now? If America gets mad at China, we put sanctions on them. Now, when it comes to sanctions, you have to understand we have what's called the world reserve currency. Only way we got that was after World War II, after we helped Britain defeat Germany in World War II. One of the agreements is called the Bretton Woods Agreement. Go back and do your research. Everything that I do, I want you to research it to try to prove me wrong. And if you can prove me wrong, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit back and say, yeah, you're right. But under the Bretton Woods Agreement, every country on the planet has to have a certain amount of dollars because all international trade must be conducted in the United States dollar. So wait a minute, you mean to tell me that Saudi Arabia, they got all this oil. When they sell their oil, they pull it up out the ground, they refine it, they put it in barrels. Now they got to send it on the international market instead of the Saudi Arabian currency. They got to put it on the market under the dollar. How many countries do you think was going to continue that? And then when you say, we don't want that no more, just like Muammar Gaddafi in Libya, when he was trying to create the Golden North, you know what they did? They unalived him. They took him off the planet. Meaning now, if you don't do what we say do here in America, we can put sanctions on your country because your country has to conduct its international commerce and all trade in the American dollar. This is why 169 countries have dropped your dollar. Oh, y'all think even just it gonna get better under Trump? No. Nobody wants to mess with the dollar because why can't I sell my hot dogs? If I got a hot dog stand and I'm living, just say, I'm going to use this as a hypothetical example, but it's the best example. If I'm selling hot dogs and my boy across the street is one of the biggest hot dog sellers, he can put sanctions on me, meaning that anybody wants to buy my hot dog is now illegal for them to buy it. This is what the Americans have been doing with sanctions. This is why the rest of the world outside of Europe, every other country on the planet, China, Russia, India, Afghanistan, Iraq, all of Africa, have dropped your dollar because of practices like this. And believe it or not, you Republicans ain't got no reason to laugh because it might get worse on the Trump because he's talking about putting tariffs on these foreign countries like China. How you gonna put a tariff on China? How you gonna do anything to China when China makes 75% of the goods that we buy here in America? Go through your house and look at all your electronics in your house and tell me how many of them are made in America as opposed to overseas. Only thing in your house probably be made in America is your refrigerator and your stove, but your TVs, most of your cars, you know what I'm saying? All your technologies are made outside of the United. How you gonna I mean, come on, man. It really speaks for itself. It is what it is. Now we got a couple people in here watching, man. I need you all's comments. Comments are the most important part of whatever video I do because I want to feel how y'all thinking. One of you all might be something, might be the one to say something to make me be able to have to shut up and go back and do my research over again. But as of right now, we here in America, I hate to say it, no, please don't take this the wrong way. We like to think we're so smart because we can get online and and find anything we want. But how many of y'all actually get online to look up political policies that these politicians have? How many of y'all actually get online to actually find out what's going on in Ukraine and in Palestine? How many of y'all actually get online to understand what a genocide is, an ethnic cleansing, which is what's happening in Palestine right now? Y'all really don't know what that war about in Israel? Man, this ain't got nothing to do with Hamas. Because guess who created Hamas? The Israeli government created Hamas to counteract the PLO. Oh, man, this shit gets so deep, man, you're going to need a shovel to dig it. But anyway, come on, y'all. Come on in, man. Join in. Tell your mother, your brother, your sister, and 2 Negroes that live up the street from you about this crazy dude that sit up here talking some real game for y'all. So come on. We need y'all. And then from here, we're going to go talk about religion. Oh, my God. We all went here. Most of us went to church this Sunday, today. Especially in the black community. Let me show you how these churches play you in the black community. You go to church this morning. Pastor going to take up 4 offerings. He going to take up the first offering to pay for his house and his car. He going to take up the tithe for his house and his car and to pay for electric bill at these churches. He going to take up the second offering to, again, pay, in most cases, for the little boys he going to molest after he get out of church. The third offering he going to take up just because they need some extra money in the church. Do y'all realize this? You go to church, man, for a religious reason, and can't nobody even tell you who the true God is. Again, if there's only one God, why there's 400 churches just in Freeport alone? Then the Muslims got their churches, but guess what? The Muslims, they don't even take up no tithe and offering. You got Hindu, you got all these. What makes you, no matter what religion you subscribe to, what makes you think your religion is so right? Who has a monopoly on God? Were we there when God created the earth? No, we were not. So let's get back to this election thing. Man, that's so much we can talk about. But again, I need you all comments on this video. We need you all comments. You know, your comments, what gives, that generates the content that I talk about. You know, I know a lot of y'all be hating to see me, but y'all love to see me because you all watch me just because you hate me. I can't stand that old ass snapper tooth nigga. He always talking something, but guess what? You never have an answer or rebuttal or response to anything I say. Most of y'all watch me because y'all realize this dude saying something that I need to research. My main thing is go and do your own research, man. Don't take what I say at face value, 100%. Take what I say and use it to do research, and then you're gonna be like, God dang, this dude was right. Because again, we don't get news in America. We get propaganda. Now, guess what? CNN, MSNBC, and all these Democratic news organizations are telling us it's black men's fault that Kamala Harris lost this election, as if that crazy bitch. I mean, as if she was just so stupid that black men say, no, I cannot vote for this woman because she's telling us we got to kill our babies. Think about it. She's mad. The Democrats are mad at us who did not vote for Kamala Harris because we understand the anti-life agenda. As black people, let me break this shit down for y'all. Do you all realize that agenda that the Democrats have for us is contributing to us being the least and less group in America? Black people been here for 400 years. Really, we've been here longer than 400 years because black people were already on this side of the planet. We're the one who showed the white people how to get here. When you go back and look at the real pictures of the real Indians, they were black people, y'all. It was the black people from Africa, hundreds and thousands of years ago, that showed them that there was land on this other side. We were here. But guess what? Now, out of 400 years since the white people been here, We're still only 12% of the population. Guess who got more people here in America than black people do? White people, the Hispanics. We're only 12% of the population. You know why? The only agenda they have for black people, I'm gonna show y'all some game. Abortion, prison, LGBTQ, element RSP, SWV, LSG, community. You know what? It's anti-life, because guess what? If you're killing your babies, black women murder almost, well, I ain't gonna say murder. Black people are responsible for the loss of 100 and some thousand babies a year. We're going to jail. 2 men in prison can't have a baby. Even though you got 2 men in prison that fall in love with each other. I love you, Leroy. I love you too, Charlie. They can't have babies. Gang banging. We're killing each other. Everything that they offer to us is anti-life. This is why we still only 12% of the population right now. And the Hispanics and the other people that's coming from here are surpassed us as far as the population. We still talking about hands up, don't shoot. Because Negroes out here killing Negroes, which bringing the police into our neighborhood, so the police are killing us. Everything that they give us, bro, is anti-life. Even your rap music. When the last time you had a rap song that come up and say, yeah, I was at the club, I met this pretty lady, we're going to go get married, we're going to have a child. No, if I shot a nigga in the head, nigga say something to me, it's going down. Everything that we're getting. When you look at this shit they gave us, P Valley, Punk Valley. Really, notice what P Valley really stands for. Punk Valley. Boy, I know YouTube they gonna shut that video down. So y'all need to watch this video and share it before they shut it down. But everything they give us is anti-life. Look it out. Remember when we had Sanford and Son, Good Time, Jeffersons, shit like Living Single. Now you getting Power. Everything that they give us is about a bunch of gang banging dope dealers killing each other, man. So yeah. A lot of y'all went to church now. We're going to combine religion and politics. A lot of y'all went to church today asking God to bless you for a big house. And then you get that house and you got to go home and dodge bullets. Your kids got to sleep up under their beds. But this is what goes on in our neighborhood. And then they got mad because we wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris. Y'all, nobody wants a woman or a black woman. No, nobody wanted that bitch. Plain and simple. You got a lot of women that I would have voted for Jill Stein, the white woman, before I voted for that Indian Jamaican woman. They gave y'all a woman that and fooled half of y'all that she was black. Guess what? Remember when she was on there talking about, I'm finna cook some collard greens. I bet she ain't finna cook no collard greens today. She finna go back to her original heritage, her original culture. She finna cook some Haagen-Dazs. Well, no, that's German, but you know what I'm saying. She was an Indian. She wasn't black. And then too, why would we vote for a woman who don't have children as president? This woman's 60-something years old. And all her life, she's been a whoremonger herself. Remember she was married, she was messing around with the mayor of San Francisco? So no. Democrats, you have nobody to blame but your political leaders for giving you somebody. Man, that woman, I got a dumpster right there, a trash can that we deliver. We put our trash in and they pick it up every week and dump it out. She couldn't even beat that trash can in an election. And the trash can can't even talk. So no, stop blaming everybody else for you all making a bad decision about who you chose. Now to you Republicans again. If Trump does not get in there and actually stop, he's going to try to stop the war in Ukraine because he has dealings. He has a good relationship with Russia, and I can't blame him because guess who got more nuclear weapons? The United States or Russia? If you said Russia, you one of them little kids in school that wore a football helmet on the bus. I'm just being real. If you vote, if you understand Yeah, Trump, he has respect. I'm not gonna say Russia and China is afraid of him because guess what? Together, they got more nuclear weapons. Russia got more nuclear weapon by themselves. China and Russia got right now got weapons that we cannot even stop. So if we went to war against China or Russia, guess what? We would lose. You wanna know how I know that? We're losing in Ukraine. It's not the Ukraine that's fighting that war. It is the United States that's fighting that war against Russia, using Ukraine as what's called a proxy. Come on, y'all. I need y'all comments, man. I need you all to come up here with some comments because that again, I want to know what you all thinking. Now, y'all hearing my point of view. If you disagree with me, I'm a respectfully. I ain't gonna be doing no cussing or none of that, but I'm a respectfully, you know, disagree with me. But when you come up here, you need to have your facts right because shit get real deep real fast. If you come up here with some nonsense, well, she was just trying to unite us. How was she trying to unite us when everything she did was, first of all, foolish nonsense? She didn't even believe half the shit she was saying. The only policy she had was unalive your babies. Really. Them the only policy she had. And we gotta put more money and more protection for the LGBT community. What did she say? She specifically said, well, if I take office, I'm not going to do anything specifically for black folks because I'll be the president of the United States. At least when Trump came into office, the last time, first thing he did was gave HBCUs all that money. You want to know the significance of that? He realized that everybody got to make money to keep the economy jumping. We got to have black scientists, black lawyers, black doctors, black teachers. Because first and foremost, that will uplift the black community. And second and foremost, that will put more money back into the tax system. Oh, y'all don't want to hear that part, do you? All that to say, hold on, look. What's up, y'all? That's the real new behind new junior, yeah. Hey, I know they fear me, they hate me, they don't like me because I speak truth, but they gonna fear him. Because every day since he was born, he's one of the most politically aware 14-year-old on this planet. Yeah, that's what I'm raising. What if, just imagine if his mother and I would have aborted him. I would have no joy in my life because in my old ass age, I got this 14-year-old. At my old age, I got a 14-year-old who's gonna carry on his daddy legacy. How can you carry on a legacy, man, when your children are not being allowed to be born? You know what I'm saying? So y'all, come on, man. I'm gonna hang on for a few more minutes. We've been going for 38 minutes. Normally we done had about half. We had about 10, 15 comments. Let me see if I can find out. Y'all give me just 1 second. Let me see if I'm seeing any comments. Y'all give me 1 second, y'all. Just 1 second. So far, we haven't got any comments. So I mean, guess that it is what it is. Live view, I'll show up in the stream. This is our time. All right. Either way it go, y'all. Yeah, there we go. I finally got that off the screen. So if y'all leave y'all comments, man, I'm gonna wait a few more seconds and see if we get any comments because I can watch it on. I can watch it on. Let's see. And guess what? Again, this shows you how valuable. Excuse me. Hello. Okay. Yeah. That was the last of YouTube. I remember I just went to check YouTube. I'm trying to teach him how this live streaming go. I know how it works. You know how it works? Then you need to go and get your channel so Dad can be on your channel. You're gonna be on my channel because what I'm trying to do right now is teach him how to hold on, matter of fact, I know what's going on. I had it in the wrong browser. I apologize for the technical difficulties that I had. I was just trying to make sure that we were still, going hard in the paint. Again, please, right now, even though y'all see that down at the bottom, and we really could use you all financial support for the channel because YouTube refuses to allow this channel to get monetized. Do y'all realize every time I try to get my monetization back, I remember when I got that first YouTube check, I was like, oh, hell yeah. And ever since then, when I start continue to talk about the thing that I talk, it's been a year and a half now. YouTube won't let me get monetization. That's why I keep having that thing go at the bottom. Now let's go back to the church thing. Let's go back to Sunday school. Anybody that talks truth, the biggest enemy to the public is the speaker of truth. That's an old African proverb. A speaker of truth has no friend. He gets no support. If I was think about it, how much money I could have made if I would have sold out to either one of the Trump or the Harris campaign and said that I'm gonna just speak a message that's gonna support Kamala Harris. I'm gonna speak a message that supports Donald Trump. Even in church, when I tell y'all that if you don't understand the concept of extraterrestrial life, you will never truly understand God. You're being given a concept of God. But guess what, everybody? You can ask your 3-year-old child, where does God live? They're going to point up to the sky, meaning what? God is not of this earth, meaning what? That he's an extraterrestrial. When Jesus was crucified, resurrected, where did he go? Back to outer space. Oh my God, now when we start talking about religion, I can get real deep. Hold on, we got to come in here. Who's Mike say? Man, hold on, damn, I can see. I got a big ass thing in here. I know it say Trump was also a vote against hyperfeminism and homosexual. True. I can't say that on here, but you all can leave your comments on here about that. And what's your name, my friend? I was like, it say Mike. Because y'all gotta realize, I don't even have a phone right now. I'm doing this on a cracked tablet. And the part is cracked right there. where you make it come. A vote for Trump was also a vote against hyperfeminism and homosexuality. Ding, 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 ding. Get that man a prize. Give him a pack of strawberry and a pack of banana now later. Because you just hit it, man. A vote for Trump was a vote against anti-life. Because in hyperfeminism, you got all these crazy women telling us they're going to leave the country because Trump won. Well, guess what? Bye-bye, because the country is better off without you crazy ass people. We need more children. Do you realize the birth rate all around the world is on the decline, but especially here in America, and especially amongst black people? Because if you'd have voted for Kamala Harris, you realize you would have seen more abortion clinics in your neighborhoods. Do you all understand the whole reason for abortion under Margaret Sanger was to take away the black population? Black people abort more babies per year than 50% of the other races. The next closest race to black women in America is white women. Where are all your black? When a white woman goes to have an abortion, where she got to go to? Most likely to a black neighborhood, because that's where all your abortion clinics are located. A vote for Trump. And again, I didn't vote for Trump. I was voting for Cornel West. I'm looking at all these wars that's costing us trillions of dollars a year. If we're spending $1 trillion a year just to make weapons, and then almost another $1 trillion a year to fight the wars, that's $2 trillion a year, and they're talking about cutting Social Security. They're telling us now that you probably gonna have to work till you 80 years old, because they're literally playing, and even Trump is guilty of this. Readjusting the Social Security system. Why would you readjust the Social Security system? Hold on, readjust it right now. Stop giving them illegal immigrants our tax money that we're paying into the Social Security system, which will allow us to retire. At one point it was 65, now it's 67. They're talking about doing away with it altogether, saying that you got to be responsible now and or get your own retirement account, your own retirement fund. How many black people you know that's not doing well off, that's not upper middle class or upper middle class? How many black people you know they're going to be able to work till they're 80? How many white people you know that's going to be able to work till they're 80? We need you all to go ahead and hit that like button, man, and hit that share button, because you all know that I'm the algorithms against me. Oh no, they don't want to hear it. They're probably gonna come back tomorrow and tell me that your video has went against community standards. This is how they keep channels like us suppressed on YouTube. You have violated community standards by what? Telling the truth. But the more you all comment, first and foremost, the more you have, this is why these YouTubers be telling you, hit the like and subscribe button and leave a comment. Because the more you interact with the YouTuber's channel or his live videos, or even just videos that they upload, do you realize that that breaks the algorithm? Charleston White figured it out and told us black people. Now, if I was to get up here and talk about the latest football game, the score between my Saints and Atlanta Falcons, if I was YouTubing about football, if I was YouTubing about cooking, if I was YouTubing about Lil Durk, this video probably have 1,000 views right now, because that's dumb shit. That shit does not affect your day-to-day life. But when you start telling the truth about why they gonna cut Social Security, about why all these wars are happening, about why they're allowing all these illegal immigrants to come in, your videos are going to be pushed down further and further. And the only way somebody like me can get any kind of monetization, I have to ask y'all to go down to the bottom and look at the Cash App, the Venmo, or the PayPal. I have to ask y'all that. But yeah, when I ask y'all that, oh, he begging. But when you go to church, every week you go to church, you already got money set aside for the pastor. Pastor told you got to give him 10% of your check so he can get to Jesus. First and foremost, how he going to get to Jesus when where Jesus at? In heaven. So pastor got Jesus Cash App number. Pastor got Jesus PayPal. But somebody who's telling you the truth, I can't even get $20 to feed me and my child on YouTube. And then y'all wondering why I don't be doing these videos as regular. You know why? Because sometimes I got to try to pick up a part-time job so that I can finish building this house for me and my child. But again, let one of the YouTubers come up here and talk about P. Diddy molesting your kids. It's going to get 100,000 views in the first 2 hours. So I'm gonna ask y'all again, man. Me and my little man, we need help right now. I'm gonna be real. It ain't y'all fault. Y'all don't have to give me nothing, but I'm gonna be real. What I fucked up at is I got 3 degrees, 2 degrees, and 3 felonies. That ain't y'all fault. I fucked up. But when I woke up and realized it and started doing the things that I did politically here in Shreveport and making changes in the lives of people, I became blackballed. I became a threat. Ain't too many of y'all that's watching my video can say anything where I'm wrong. And when I'm wrong, I want you to tell me because I'd rather be right than wrong. Remember, there's a song say, "If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right." Bullshit. If loving you wrong, bitch, you got to get the fuck on. Plain and simple. I want to be right. And I research. I study. That's why I'm going back to school this spring. I'm getting my degree in political science. This will be my 3rd degree. And I'm going to make this one here count because I'm not selling drugs today. I'd rather get on here and ask y'all, hey man, hit that cash out. Guess what? Everybody else on Facebook do it. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. But when I do it, oh, you big. And no, I'm not big. And I'm asking you to support me and my child. Right now, I can't even get food stamp with him because I had to go to Ohio to get him after his mother passed. And they're telling me I can't even get food stamp for my child because technically they said he don't live here. Well, I'm like, nigga, how he don't live here? He go to school and everything is in his address. That's neither here nor there. But y'all need to support the channels like this. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm not a Christian, Muslim, or Jew. So I should be the first person y'all support because out of all those things that I'm not, the one thing that I am is the one person that's going to tell you the truth, man. It's really that simple. The one person I am is the one that's going to tell you the truth. And don't care if I don't get nothing. I'm going to still come back and tell you the truth. Every Sunday, this is going to be a reoccurring and consistent thing because YouTube telling me I got to do so many hours. I got to get so many watch hours. When they gave me that first, again, last year, I was up there in Ohio, remember, son? Well, after butterfly pad. And I got that first YouTube check, man. I was so happy. Then guess what? 2 weeks after I got that first check, YouTube say, nigga, if you don't change what you're saying, you'll never get another one. And I haven't got another one in. On Facebook, I get more views on Facebook than I do on YouTube. Facebook giving me they trying to give me monetization, but they suppressing my videos. Why would they suppress somebody's video? I'm not doing a lot of cussing. I'm not inciting violence against no group or nothing. You know why they won't let me get no monetization? Because I'm speaking truth. A speaker of truth has no friend. That's the African proverb. If you speak truth, you can rest assured you're gonna stand alone. Only time people gonna stand with you when you speaking the truth, if it benefits their agenda. So let's go back and talk about this thing. Why is it again that you go to church this morning, you already had 10% of your paycheck set up to give to God? How can you give God money when God created the money? God has said, give Rob something, man. Help him feed his child. Give him a little something, man, because he's telling you truth. You know how you know? I know y'all know I'm speaking truth because y'all steadily come and look at the video. But YouTube saying we got to suppress this. We cannot let this man's message get out. Because if it do, it's gonna mess up the program, the agenda. Let me give y'all two reasons. I'm gonna show you how, again, we in America don't get news, we get propaganda. Think about this, y'all. All the bull crap, again, this Lil Durk situation, the Puff Daddy situation. Soon as a motherfucker do a video about Lil Durk and Puff Daddy, they got 100-some thousand views in less than an hour. Soon as somebody tell you the truth, he trying to get 50 people. He got to share his video on YouTube, to Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. He got to share it to every social media platform. You want to know why? Again, that you don't get news, you get propaganda. Who owns YouTube? Who owns Facebook? Do y'all realize there's 3 people here in America that controls 95% of what you see on social media, those three people are Jeff Bezos. What does Jeff Bezos control and own? He owns Google, Amazon, YouTube. Second one is Mark Zuckerberg. What does Mark Zuckerberg own? Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Elon Musk. What does Elon Musk own? Twitter. Those three men controls 90% of what you see. So whoever they support politically, that's the message you're gonna get. Guess who? Guess what I own? This cigar. That's all I own. But I speak truth. And I can't get a nigga to give me $4 to go buy some bread right now. We need a lot of things. God good, we ain't starving, but we not getting the likes, the promotion from YouTube. I bet you right now, if I was a Kamala Harris supporter or if I was a Trump supporter, right now, a lot of y'all would have already hit the cash app. A lot of y'all have been shared it. This video, hell, even YouTube will be paying me. All these other places will be paying me. So when I get on here though, oh that nigga big, and you don't say nothing. When Beyonce drop a new album and you go to a streaming service, Spotify or something like that, and you'll pay that $3-4 to download her latest stream. I'm sitting up here giving you knowledge. I'm sitting up here giving you truth. I'm giving you truth. Not only now do they suppress the knowledge and truth that I'm giving you, but the people who I'm giving the knowledge and truth. And again, nobody owes me nothing. But if you like what a person's doing, you're supposed to support them. If nothing else, leave a comment and say, man, we appreciate what you do. Most people ain't gonna respond to a video, to most videos, because they scared of what other people gonna say if them people see you supporting me. Through your comments, just through your comments. Your comments are more important than the money. Now, I ain't gonna say that shit though. No, money is important because, like I said, man, we need to get some groceries to take us through the next week till I get my first paycheck. I just had to start a new job. But anyway, let's get. We need y'all to leave comments. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I know a lot of people probably watching games right now. A lot of people still, cooking their Sunday dinner. They just eating. We're gonna come back at 7 o'clock tonight. November 10th, 2024, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all have some energy to engage. I'd rather have your comments than your money, because your comments let me gauge the temperature of the people that I'm talking to. Mike say, I appreciate. Mike, I appreciate you for just giving, a second out of there just to leave a comment. Again, it ain't about the money. Dude be watching all the time, red pill and dating videos. You said it, Mike. And guess what? They getting all the money. Guess what? They won't even let me get super chats no more. They took my monetization simply because I refused to tell a lie. I refused to join. Man, do you realize when I was doing that political shit here in Shreveport, I had people on the red side and the blue side, like you say, the red pill. I had people on both sides saying, we love what you do. Please, just say this a little bit more. Just say this a little bit more. Or can you, why you got to be on this side? Why you got to be on? Nobody can say I'm a Democrat or Republican because guess what? They both are two cheeks on the same ass. And guess who's the assholes? Us as American citizens. You're Republican. Think about it. It's all about tribalism. Hold on, let me hear it in. Son, it's out the head. Think about it. Even you got the red pill, you got the blue pill. Everything that we do and that we see that we're exposed to in America is based upon tribalism. Tribalism. The Crips and the Blood is what? Red and blue. When you boxing, you're either in the red corner or the blue corner. You know what I'm saying? When you're wrestling, the red and blue corner. Your political situation. The Democrats are red and the Republicans, I mean, the Democrats are blue and the Republicans are red. Do you all realize this whole system is based upon getting us fighting each other to the point that we can't see that the people at top are the ones that got us fighting each other and they running away with all the money. But yet, even now think about this, even in your religion, again, you got one God, especially Christianity. You got one God. Why do we have Baptists, Methodists, Pentecostals, uh, 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 7-day Adventists? You got 17 different Christianity, sects of Christianity. And guess what? Every last one of them preachers this morning got their car note paid. And then the extra money that they got left over after after pastor paid his house note, his car note, guess what he gonna do tomorrow morning when he wake up? Black people, guess what your pastor gonna do when he wake up tomorrow morning with all that money y'all gave him today? He gonna take it to a white bank that won't even give you a motherfucking loan. It's really that serious, y'all. Again, if there's one Jesus, here in Shreveport, you got almost 3,000 churches in a city of 180,000 people. Just on the Cooper Road, where I'm from, you got 30 churches on the Cooper Road. Can't none of them get along. You know why? If there's all these churches, because everybody trying to get a piece of that pie. Everybody trying to get a piece of that money. We having church right here because you are getting the truth given to you by a prophet of the Most High God. I don't like to brag or look like that, but yes, you are speaking to a prophet because name one thing. If you go back and you've been following me for over a year, tell me one thing I ever said that was wrong. Tell me one thing that I said that's going to happen in the future ain't never happened. Because when you're followed by God, when you follow the true and living God, and when you got a calling, man, do y'all realize I done got shot in the mouth? The devil, I ain't gonna say the devil did it, but yeah, listening to the devil one night, I got shot point blank range in the mouth. That's why I had my mouth missing over here. Got shot in the mouth. And in that dream, God said, the devil tried to kill you because I tried to get you to speak my word and you wouldn't do it. But here I am able to tell y'all the truth. And YouTube itself is basically hindering the channel. If I would come up here every day right now and either talk about a Republican message or a Democratic message, you can see my numbers for views, likes, or shares, all that shit would go up. But no, it ain't about that money. I get out here and work a little piece of shit ass job every day to support my child. Half the time I make sure we can feed ourselves. But like right now, we got 2 pieces of bread in there and 1 piece of bologna. Guess who's gonna get that? That little boy. I go without because I refuse to compromise. Again, going back to when I said earlier, I might have digressed when I was talking about it. But the people here in Shreveport, when I first got into politics, I had beat that life sentence for selling marijuana. He was 2 years old. I ain't had no choice. It was just me and him. His mommy was gone back to Ohio. I'm sitting up here now trying to figure out how I did what I normally knew how to do. Even though I had all this education, I sold drugs and I fucked up when I was selling drugs. Almost cost me a life sentence. Now that I'm here, I'm like, fuck it. I'd rather go get this job up here at Sonic and then one at Popeyes just to feed my child because YouTube done took my monetization. Anyway, it ain't about the monetization. It's about the information and the education. Can't too many people that ever come to my channel say that I was wrong. We've been going for an hour now. Hey, Mike, I thank you for your comments. We're gonna come back a little bit later now because I know a lot of people is just now having a Sunday dinner. A lot of people are still watching the game, but you all can rest assured, 7 o'clock. This is what it's gonna be. 3 hours and 15 minutes from now, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do this again. It's gonna probably be the same old thing. I'm gonna sit down and write out because see, I gotta realize one of my first jobs when I came back from the military and came back from Omaha, Nebraska, when I came back home to Shreveport, I didn't work when I was in the military. You know what my job was? I was a photographer. I used to work in the military news newsrooms. I used to work for NBC. I know what propaganda is. Again, here in America, we don't get news, we get propaganda. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right now and shit. Try to make something happen for me and this little boy to eat a little dinner. But at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, I will be back. And I will be bringing y'all the real news behind the news. And I'm going to be a little bit more organized this time because I'm going to write down some talking points. Same thing your Democrats do and same thing your Republicans do. I'm going to write down some talking points. Y'all leave questions in questions that you all would like me to talk about and give you answers to. And we're going to come back at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. In between now, if you watch this video in between now, again, y'all go down at the bottom, look at that, support us financially. Most important though, now y'all notice I say most importantly, like, share this video. That will help us get the watch hours back up because they tell me I need like another 1,300 watch hours. You know what that means? I gotta get enough people to watch these videos, the equivalent to 1,300 watch hours. So if 1,300 people watch a video, watch this hour-long video, that means tomorrow I can wake up and I can get my monetization back. But until then, until I get the monetization back, I'm gonna keep bringing y'all the real news behind the news. Hey, love you, Mike. Love all y'all that's watching. Whether you love me or hate me, one thing you gotta say is that man believes in what he's speaking about, and nothing I ever heard him say was wrong. And when I'm wrong, I want you to point me out. Until y'all see me tonight, and again, 3 hours now, and 3 hours and 10 minutes Central Standard Time, 7 o'clock. Y'all be blessed.